Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Electronic Campfire number 22. How are you all doing? I'm so glad to see you here today. We are going to have a great show. We got an hour planned for you. Let's see who's on. David, Tom, welcome, Tom. I want to see you on Discord, okay? Make that happen before the sun sets today. David, thank you so much, and Tom as well for your support. And who else is on here? Of course, Mr. Jarble. Boy, Mr. Jarle's been active in these comments. Look at this. We got Drone Tech Pro. How you doing? And you ask a question here. Why don't I use the attached lens foot on the 50 to 140 when I plug the screw holes with it? I mean, do I use it? Only when I have it on a tripod. That's about it. That's the only time I ever use it. And even then, I'll be honest, I get lazy. I put the lens on the camera. I put the camera on the tripod, and I know I should probably put that thing on it, but I just don't. It's like a dongle to me. Who else is here? Inscrutable Owl. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow. Whoa. We've got a great group here. Mark from Germany. Brian, how you doing? Ranger from Toronto. Aloha. Mahalo. RJ Souza. Good to see you. Christopher Wu from Virginia, VA. Who else do we have? Michael from Northern California, Raphael, Ronald, Mark. I could go through everybody. Welcome all of you. It is great to see you. Here's the thing. Let's talk about AI, all right? There has been a lot of negativity in recent events with AI, and photographers have, good reason to be concerned, just as you would with any change to technology, right? So, think about it. I know some of you remember when we switched from film to digital, and that could have killed, and that did kill off a number of things, but, that was a big change. That was the biggest change, in my opinion. And then smartphones, and if you think about smartphones, what did smartphones, did it kill photography? What did it give the rise to? Instagram and all of these other outlets. So I think some things get shifted around. But my goodness, if you go to YouTube or you go to Google and you type in, not something like, is AI destroying photography? But if you type in something like, AI and, what, let me show you, okay? Check this out. I typed in AI and photography, okay? You see that right there? That's all I typed in, just AI and photography, all right? And this is on YouTube, and look at what comes up. I just want you to see this. Have a look at this. Is AI killing photography? We're all screwed. Disaster, coming for photographers, right? It's the end of professional photography. It's over. Now, yes, there's reason for concern, right? But I've seen a lot of tech trends, okay? I'm 55 years old. I'm going to be 56 in about a month or so. So, I've seen a lot of trends come and go. And AI is more than a trend for sure. It's a big deal. But what I think is first of all, I think a lot of this is clickbait, okay? Clickbait. And I do clickbait too. Guilty as charged, okay? And let me tell you why straight up, why YouTubers do clickbait. Because we work 80 hours on a video, okay? We publish the video. It's a pain in the butt to get a cover picture for it, but we work on that. We get a cover picture, and then you have to put something in the title. And the title is actually even more important than the picture. And that's the one case where the words are more important than the image. And the title, okay, if I just change a few words, like put, the word why, or, this is those type of spammy, clickbaity words, I see views to my videos skyrocket up to the moon. Okay, I see them just boom because of that. So it's tempting, and I've been tempted. And I'm really trying. I'm trying my best not to do it anymore. But I just remember, just because you see all that stuff out there, doesn't mean it's true. There's a lot of trying to generate drama. Okay, particularly amongst photography creatives. I know. So I think that, maybe focus on that and focus on the good aspects of AI, okay, which is, oh my God, subject selection in photo editing software. I mean, who wants to sit there, with a selection tool in Photoshop and then click, click, and then you miss an error. God, I gotta do it again. Click, 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 right? So, AI to take care of that, select subject as a button. You click on it and it selects the subject. Yes, please. So AI, I think, has its place. And I'm very positive. This is the best time in history to get into photography. You know why? Because, back 30 years ago, it was expensive, man. You had to have chemicals and a big darkroom thing. And it was, cameras were they were more expensive. Now you can use your phone. You can get pro level equipment with pro level editing. Anybody can do it. And there's good in that. There's bad in that too. A lot of garbage out there, but I think this is the best time for photography. And that's it. I'm not talking about AI anymore. And I'll tell you why I'm not interested. And the reason I'm not interested, the reason I haven't made any videos on AI, not a single video on my channel. You know why? Because in the end of the day, okay, I don't think AI should be doing creative outlets. And the reason for that is I look at machines and computers and laptops and cell phones and microwave ovens and all that stuff as a tool to do the mundane, busy work, repetitive task, right? So that it frees up my time to be creative and to blossom in that way. That's the fun of life, right? I don't want the machine having that. I want to have that. The machine can, heat my coffee, okay? That's what the machines can do. At least that's what I think. So I'm not interested in AI, the latest, and they're getting better and better and better. Now, with that said, I want to show you something really funny, okay? And then we're going to get off the subject of AI. Okay, so all of you have heard Chat AI, right? Chat AI, I mean, it's all over the place. I have an account with Chat AI, and I asked it to write a poem about Fujifilm. That's all I asked it to do. Just write a poem about Fujifilm. You got to see this, okay? Check this out. Let me go here. I'm getting better at this stuff, by the way. Okay, here it is right here. Check it out. This is what I said. I said, write a poem about the experience of shooting photos with Fujifilm cameras. Make it funny, humorous, and creative. Have a look at this. This was written by the machine. The machine wrote this. A machine, a Terminator, a Skynet creation wrote this, okay? But I'm not going to read the whole thing, okay? But just have a look at it. It got the film simulations right. I mean, it got the film sims right. Your lenses are sharp. I'll tell you the best part of this whole thing. It's right, hold on. Hold on, where was it? Here it is right here. With bokeh, creamy like a lollipop. Creamy like a lollipop. Oh, you gotta love machines, man. But I mean, that's pretty cool. You know what? Let's do this. I'm gonna ask it live. The hell with it. I'm gonna ask it a question live. I'm gonna ask it to write a poem about why the Fujifilm app sucks. Okay, let's see if it can do it. All right, I'm going to switch over here. Am I on? Yes, I am. Okay, so let's do that. All right, so I'm on the Chat API screen. I hope you can see it. I hope this bit works. All right, here we go. Write a funny poem about why Fujifilm, about why the That's it, okay? That's all I put. Write a funny poem about why the Fujifilm app is frustrating to use, okay? And let's generate it out. We're gonna do it right now, and we're gonna do it live. Here we go. I'm clicking on generate. Boom. Okay, this is it. This is it. Oh, Fujifilm app, how you frustrate me so. I try to use you, but where do I go? Your buttons are tiny. Your layout is odd. I feel like I'm playing some kind weird game of God. Well, that's a little weird. I try to upload my photos, but they disappeared. Yes, that's true. I'm left scratching my head and shedding a tear. The filters are wonky. The colors are it's not that bad, okay? Come on. so here, let's read the last verse. So here's to you, Fujifilm app. You frustrate me, but I won't give you the sack. Well, I will. I never use that app. You may drive me crazy, but you also make me laugh, and that's why I keep using you despite your gaffes. Okay. I'm exhausted. Man, it's funny, but it is interesting to see a machine try and be creative. And you can just tell by that poem. I mean, it's not a person who wrote it. So anyhow, I can play with this all day. I could do a whole live stream. And if you want this, let me know in the comments, but I could do a live stream where you ask me to put in questions in here, and I'll do it, and I'll do it live. But anyway, I want to move on. I got lots of other stuff to talk about, but let's not freak out about AI so much, and let's be aware of clickbait. Let's be aware of everybody freaking out. There are concerns for sure, but we need to put them in their perspective. Okay, I'm going to go to the comments now because I've been just ranting on and on. Oh my goodness, lots of people here. Okay. John, Natalie, good to see you. Oh, Natalie, we're not all doomed. Oh, wow. What is this? Hey.
It's a Mai Tai.
Look at what my wife, come here. Oh. It's okay, you can come in. Look at what I got on Friday, a Mai Tai. We went from beer to Mai Tai.
No, because it's kind of like, so we can't go to Hawaii right now.
No.
I don't know if
money.
I don't know if any of you know.
A tree fell through.
I know. The room's almost done.
I have a video somewhere on it.
I'm from Hawaii, believe it or not. That's where I grew up, and actually the place where Chris asked me to marry him was at the aquarium in Honolulu. I was taking him to Kauai to meet my family. Aw.
Oh man, that's strong.
So because I know it's been stressful for you lately. I mean, and it has been. The room upstairs,
you don't want to know.
But
it's horrible.
But since we can't go to Hawaii anytime soon,
if I had known, I would have put tiki torches back here.
I was looking for some, but I didn't want to burn the house down.
Okay, no.
I set off the smoke detectors.
Please don't burn the house down.
I've set off the smoke detectors a lot lately, and Chris has been yelling at me because
she's welding a Wally. You know Wally?
I wasn't welding. I was grinding, because if you have a welder, you have to have a grinder to erase your mistakes.
I'm going to do a video on this. You're not going to believe what she's making. You're not going to believe. I mean, this thing is huge. It's this robot. Speaking of AI, right?
Oh yeah. No, well. That poem's really funny.
That is funny, isn't it?
Yeah, that was really funny.
Everybody wants a Mai Tai. All right, anybody holding a drink right now out there in the world, let's have a toast to all of you, and let's have a toast to real people taking real photos, using computers to help them create better.
Enhance.
Yes. That's right, enhance.
It's to...
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. I can't drink because I'm still soldering upstairs, and alcohol and soldering gun do not mix.
Okay, awesome.
I'll let you get back to it.
Thank you.
Bye.
You're awesome.
Enjoy the Mai Tai. Sorry, I don't have I wanted to have a pineapple or something, or an umbrella.
Yeah. Where's that little that's all right.
They didn't have any.
Does it have alcohol in it?
It's got a lot of alcohol in it.
That's great. That'll help out with the stream.
All right.
Breaking Bad later. Okay. So where was that? Okay, it's like going down to the Titanic. So when somebody comes in here, I have this rhythm going, and I love when people come in here, but I gotta get reorientated because it's really hard. It takes me when you go down to Titanic, it takes 2 hours to get down there. I got to go back to where I'm at. Not that this channel's going down to the Titanic. Okay, who are we here? Michael Spatola has joined us. Michael's going to be the next guest on the podcast. He confirmed today. Thank you, Michael. I just saw. So that's awesome. And I am reaching out to other photographers I have and am waiting to hear back as I want to kick up that podcast. We got to have Benjamin back. We got to have hey, Benjamin's right here. I see him. Thank you. Thank you, Benjamin. Next time you come to the States, man, maybe you could take some pictures. I would love to go on a shoot with you. Okay. So, Adam, here we go. We got this comment here. Whoops, hold on. I'll do it over here. GP. Okay. Yeah. So Adam asks GPT-4 is a bit better. Yes, it is. That was what I was using for this video. That's the AI version that I was using. So wanted to just let you know. Okay, let's go to the next thing. Let's talk lenses, okay? And you think about a lens and you think about what is the most important thing you want in a lens, and look at YouTube videos about it. You know, reviewers, look at, you know, DP Review, look at all of the discussion when a lens drops, right? And what's the number one word that seems to be the crowning thing that it's compared to? Is it what? Sharp, right? Sharpness. So lens sharpness, is that the most important quality of a lens? Is that, you know, when you're lens shopping, when you're in your mind, are you thinking, I want lens sharpness. I want that thing to be as sharp, tack sharp as possible all the way through the range? I don't. Most of the photos I love, some of them aren't sharp at all. So sharp isn't everything. It's obviously very important, but I think there is something even more important in a lens. And I don't think it's talked about enough. So you know what? I'm going to talk about it. And that is versatility. I think because if you don't get the shot, if you don't have the lens on your camera and you miss the shot, I'd rather have a blurry shot than no shot. And a lot of times with focal length, for example, this used to be my favorite Fujifilm lens. Okay, this is the 16 millimeter, right? With the clutch, see that? Vroom, love this thing. 16 millimeter, and I love this lens. And I love it because of the fact that it can get really close up, and it's absolutely beautiful and stunning, and it has incredible build quality. So win, win, win. It's one of the best prime lenses you can get, but it's just 16 millimeters. And it doesn't have OIS stabilization on it. So if you're on an XT, 2 or an XT3 or something like that, you're out of luck if you want to use this for video. So, problem, right? So we go to the next category, which is a zoom lens, which I'm finding that I'm using more and more with the channel just because of lack of time. And so I'm using zoom. So now I have this 24-10. And this is not, I mean, it's a great lens. I do like it. It's not perfect. It has wobbling a little bit with video in the background. Like if I were to vlog and, hi guys, if I were to hold it like this and walk and and have image stabilization turned on an XT4 or an XT5, and I was going to be like this, if I was to hold it out like this in boost mode, the trees would wobble a little bit. It would be like this. And so it has its limit, but it's very useful. But the quality isn't quite enough for me. I mean, I like it and I use it, but I don't know. It's just okay. It's just okay for video. It's not great. Again, I do a lot of video, so keep that in mind. But now you have a lens like this, and this one right here. Focus. There we go. This is the 30 millimeter macro lens. And I gotta tell you, folks, this is some kind of special. You know what? I gotta drink to this. This is some kind of special. Toast to the 30 macro. Because this lens crosses and ticks off so many boxes for me. It's beautiful. It has a focal range that, well, let me show you some pictures, okay? Just a couple of quick ones. I'm doing a video on it, so I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I want to show you a couple of things. So I have this pin right here, okay? And it was sitting on a shelf, and I wanted to photograph it, but I wanted to get kind of far away with a few other things around. So I could certainly use this lens to take a picture of a pin far away, or I could take a picture of gear. I could take a picture of gear iguana, right? Like a full body shot, or I could get a real close-up of gear iguana. So I decided, okay, let's do some focus stacking and see where this lens goes with focus stacking. And what I did was, let's see if I can find it. There it is. Have a look at this. So I shot this yesterday. And I used the Fujifilm's focus stacking, what do you call it? the focus stacking app, I guess you'd say, and it worked incredible. It worked. I mean, well, look at it, right? Okay, so you can get now. This thing goes so close. I'm going to see if I can demo this for you. How close you can get. Okay, so let me show you. I'm going to have a Mai Tai in the shot. I'm sorry. In fact, you know what? Let me get down to the ice. No, it's better actually for the depth. You'll be able to see this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go overhead and I'm going to show you. I'm going to hold it right here. Okay, I'm going to hold it right here. Okay, let me turn on this camera, and that is how close I am holding it. I don't know if you can see. Take another look. This is how close I'm holding it, okay? I mean, it's if I had the lens hood on, it would, it would be, look at this. Check it out. Look at that. Isn't that pretty cool? I mean, so this does have a lens hood, but you have to take the lens hood off. The lens hood is a joke on this thing, which creates problems with lighting, okay? You know what, I'm not talking, I've got a video on this, so I want you to watch the video. I worked really hard on it. So my point being is that this lens is now more important to me than these other ones, because I can take this lens, and if I'm in the middle of shooting a macro and suddenly, I want to get a shot, say like this, okay? I shot this shot with this lens, or I'm outside, boom, whoops, boom. Where is it? I keep saying boom and nothing's happening. Well, I got balloons going. Okay, there we go. So you see that? I mean, that was shot with this lens. And I think that after using this lens and realizing that it's been pretty much glued to this camera, it's made me reevaluate what I want in a lens. And of course, is it the best macro lens you can get? No. Is it the best, prime 30 millimeter you can get? I think so for Fuji. But is it better than what's the new one, the 35, 34, 33, the 33? Is it better? Is it sharper? Is it sharper than the 33, one whatever? No, it's not even almost as good as that lens. But I think this ticks off more boxes for me. You may have a completely different thing. But I think when shopping for lenses, the default of, is it sharp all the way through with the brick wall? Does it have no chromatic aberration? I would be willing to put up with a few of those things because chromatic aberration can be fixed in software, right? Sharpness, back to AI, can be now fixed. Topaz, right, can fix AI. So, I'm just saying, just something to think about. And I do have that video. It was supposed to come out today, and the Capture One video was delayed, my fault. But then Capture One had to review it. And then here's what's interesting. Capture One reviewed the video that was launched today. And their software team, one of the guys was on vacation, but he was working on it while he was on vacation. Sorry. And I covered in detail how to use what are called style brushes. But he had a few tips and tricks that he had put in an email saying, oh, yeah, just so you know, great video, and yes, it's approved. Go ahead and publish it. But here's some extra tricks for style brushes and things like that. And I felt so bad, I went and reshot it. And I added it back in. So it was delayed. So that came out today. So the 30 millimeter got pushed to next week. And that's when it's coming out. The 30 millimeter is coming out next week. And I am working on the XT5 is the very next video after that. So we're really pushing forward on videos now. I'm finally getting caught up. It's only taken 3 months, but I'm finally getting caught up. Okay, so where are we here? Oh my gosh! Oh, a lot of comments have come in here. Thank you. I have to say thank you because does that cover it? Thank you. But yeah, so I think it's just something to think about always. And next thing, where are we here? I have notes somewhere. I got one of these days. I'm gonna get organized. Okay. All right. So we covered the welcome, the agenda, the doom and gloom AI, the most important aspect of a lens. We're down to 5:30. We're doing great. We're doing great here. How do I look today? Do I seem different to you? Honestly, those of you that have watched this stream in the past, do I seem different? Honest question. I don't want you to say, yeah, you look younger. I don't want that crap. I mean, does it seem like it's flowing better? Do I seem more confident? Do I seem like I'm enjoying what I'm doing more? That's actually the question I'm asking. So let me know. Yeah, Greg, I got a haircut, but that's not it. I've gotten haircuts all the time on the channel, and I've done streams with crappy hair and short hair and long hair and all that. And the Mai Tai has not kicked in. I mean, come on. Are you crazy? Look at this. I've hardly touched it. I'll change that. I'll change that soon enough, but it has not kicked in. Okay, so I'm not tired. If I look tired, I mean, I've been up. Yeah, I've been working a lot, but I'll tell you what it is. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I made some changes behind the scenes for myself, which ultimately affects the channel. So first, I was out. This was last Saturday. Okay, I just wasn't making the videos. It was like I stopped. I ground to kind of a halt, and I was just going through motions, and I just didn't know what was wrong with me. Okay. And I started thinking maybe it's a depression. You know, I mean, I got to look at all the possibilities. Maybe that's it. And I decided to go leaf blow. When I'm around power tools, I suddenly cheer up. So I took a leaf blower outside, you know, with headphones, blasting music. And I started thinking as I'm leaf blowing, blasting music. I'm trying to remember what I was blasting in my head. It was really loud. Actually, my ears were ringing afterwards between the leaf blowing thing on my back and the music. Tupac. It was Tupac. So I'm listening to Tupac, and I'm out there and I'm leaf blowing, and I realized something, and it just smacked me in the face. It was like, and I had to stop. Okay, and it came down to the fact that I had this just flash of what this channel was like 2 years ago. And when I first started the channel, it took me so much more time to make the videos and to edit the thumbnails and to publish because I hadn't been doing it. Now I can do it a bit faster, but I couldn't in the beginning. And so in the beginning, I didn't know what I was doing, and therefore it took me more time. And therefore, and here's the part, therefore I had less time to do other things, namely doom scrolling the news, doom scrolling social media, and reacting to all of that online chatter. And so I shut it down. I automated everything. Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. It's all automated now. I don't even go there. I have a thing where I say publish video, and there's a bunch of check boxes, and I can tick off. Okay, I'm going to have this published to, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, boom, boom, check, and I hit publish, and it just goes out there. Sorry if you love social media, but I'm going to tell you this. For me, it has become, and it is now, a content delivery device, okay, a promotion device. I'm not interested in connecting. It's too much for me. And then the news is the second half of this, all of the news. And what I was doing back when I started the channel was I only looked at the news once a week. And I just did a quick headline scan and I was out. Is the world still standing? Yes, it is. Okay, great. I'm out. But I wasn't reading it every day. I wasn't involved in the controversy every day. I wasn't getting upset by other people's opinions. I didn't know what those opinions were, and I didn't care because my opinion was working on my creativity, and what I cared about was the views and the quality of the videos. So that hit me like a ton of bricks when I was on Sunday, when I was leaf blowing. And then, I'm not going to say his name, but one of my awesome, and I hope you're watching now, one of my awesome backstage members came out with a comment that was a little hard-hitting, but I love those because they speak the truth, okay? Truth. And they said, what happened was I had put up a YouTube short, and I did it because, you have to put up shorts. And I put a little post about this, but anyway, I did a short, and it was a short where it was to pop music, and the entire short is like, zooming in, lens coming on, the camera, that, and then I put the camera down and it fades out. because I don't really care about shorts. So I'm just putting anything out there. And he wrote on my Discord that if he had seen that video before other videos that I'd made, he wouldn't have subscribed to the channel. And then I went to Google and I went to YouTube and I Googled myself. I put Palatech, boom. And when you do shorts, they are now the first thing that comes up. So that crap came up. So I deleted it. I got rid of it. And that process of deleting all that stuff, and I deleted all the content, not just that one, but not videos, but like humorous posts, things like that I thought were gone. And I realized that I stopped providing value to my audience at the expense of either trying to feel better about myself because I want to, I think something's funny and I'm going to share it, or I'm really trying to get as many likes as possible. All that stuff is stupid. It's just stupid. So I ended all of that and I sat down and I started this channel over again. Only it took me a day because I already have the studio, but I started the process of where do I want to go here all over again. And I nailed it. I nailed it. I know exactly where I want to go. And it's 100% teaching and feeling like that feeling when you publish a video and somebody watches it and they get excited about, like focus stacking. They get excited about focus stacking and they say, I loved your video and I went out and checked this photo out and da-da-da-da-da. That's like heroin to me. That's like a high, okay? And that's the purpose, not the, okay, I got to get a vertical video with pop music and looping. No, that's not my thing. And it took me this whole journey to get there. I got there. And so now, yeah, there's a lot of activity going on and I'm just happier with things with this channel overall. And I think you can see that. I think my backstage people have noticed it too. Have you, folks? But I wanted to give you that update because if you are finding yourself lethargic, just kind of blah, every day bleeding into the next, not excited about your photography, not excited about a number of things. If you're finding yourself like that, my strong suggestion is to pull off of the news first and foremost. If you're on it a lot, get off it. Just get the hell off it, okay? And get away from having to, what happens is that dopamine kicks in, ding, every few hours, ding. Okay, I've got to check in to social media. Turn that off. Wither that away. Get rid of it. Because once it's gone, my God, it's like being paroled. It's like this veil comes up of creativity. I mean, look at the intro. If you've just joined the stream right now, go back later when we're done and watch the intro. Because even just having, instead of doom scrolling the news, I thought, how can I make my intro to the live stream look a little bit better? And I have this thing going, with the colors and the rainbow. Did you see that in the beginning, the intro to this? If you didn't, go back and watch it. But it goes up kind of to the top. That is a direct result of having an extra 15 minutes because I wasn't on Instagram or, reading CNN. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. And I hope this helps somebody because damn, it helped me. And I had a great leaf blowing too. Get outside if you're indoors all the time. Okay. So that was a lot. Where are we here? Okay. So why don't we are now done with, I'm going to switch over to the comments here because I want to put some of them on the screen. Okay. My throat is dry. Okay. We need to do a quick poll. Can you do polls in this thing? Is there a way to do a poll? And that's another thing. Backstage people, I need somebody to help me, Mr. Jarble or Inscrutable Owl, somebody. I know we talked about it, but if somebody could help me moderate these live streams, because I would love to just do a poll right now. And there's a way to do it, and I don't know how to do it. So I'm just going to say a show of hands. I'm thirsty. Which one? Right? I know what you bums are going to say. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that's strong. Okay. Now, let's check in here. Okay. So this is an example of what I am talking about. Thank you, Gordon. I mean, that kind of thing means a lot to me, and I like connecting with you online. I really do. And it definitely, that's sort of, okay, hide control. There it is. Okay, found it. My Mai Tai, as important as this is blocking the controls. Okay, so that's the thing about it, and it's such a great feeling when people learn and education, because at the end of the day, and I think this was the final thought that I had. Okay, I'm going to get really personal here. Do I really want? Yeah. Okay. So one day we all exit the world, right? And we leave behind our photos, and we leave behind memories, and we leave behind these things. But what is the quality of them? Do we want to leave behind clickbait and crap, or do we want to leave behind something meaningful, or something that actually makes a difference, that helps somebody? And when my dad passed away when I was 13, there wasn't much footage of him, except there was a few clips, and there was one clip in particular. He was working a show with Dick Clark, and it was about 5 to 10 seconds, but I still have the clip somewhere. And I've never forgotten it. And it has meaning to me. It's something that was left behind that has meaning, that was creative. It was a screw up on the Dick Clark show. It was called Live Wednesday, Dick Clark's Live Wednesday. And he accidentally, I was at the show. And so I was sitting in literally front row center at that show. He made sure I had a good seat. And Dick Clark had done a segment, and then it was a variety show, 70s variety show. They used to do these. For those of you that don't know what variety shows are, they are 1 hour. It's kind of like what I'm doing now. It's like a little bit of everything, except you're not going to get a musical act here. Sorry. And so I was sitting in the front row, and suddenly somebody's talking. I think it was Dick. I don't know. But somebody was talking, and behind the person, you see this person wearing a red sweater going like this. And it was my dad. And he accidentally walked on the camera in the background, telling the prop guy or the set person to get the hell back. And I have that clip, and it has meaning for me. Is it quality filmmaking? No. But it has meaning for me. That has meaning for me. What do you make? What are you making right now that has meaning for you? Or in some ways, even more importantly, for those around you. So all of that came about last week. And part of it was I did slow down, and I needed to go through this. So yeah, you now know you're caught up. You're completely caught up with the channel. All right. So, right. Okay, Mr. Turtle. No, not today. Not today. I actually did a musical bit for a video I had a piano in here. I pulled that so fast, and that'll never see the light of day. Never. Not even at 1 million subs. Never going to see the light of day on that one. Okay. I got to think about that, though. I mean, I'm at 120 something 9. Okay, 129. It's not. It's something, and conceivably at some point I'm gonna hit 1 million. So I hope. And so yeah, I gotta think now. I want to think now, and by thinking now, it gives me something to look forward to, which gets me back into making. It's that forward momentum, looking ahead. So yeah. All right. So, I don't even know. It's going to take about 4 sips. Okay. I think maybe, listen, come on. Are you kidding? Look at this. I've had like nothing. This is nothing. I mean, it's a Mai Tai. I mean, in college, I'd have 3 of these things. Okay. So anyhow, what do you all think? Let me look at what is going on here in the news. We got, first of all, if anybody is using this, I want a show of hands. This is brand new Fujifilm film that just came out. 435 millimeter just shows up. Okay? It's just showing up right now. Anybody using it? Film is still around and bigger than ever in some ways. Another thing in the news, I'll do my own news. the Viltrox 27 millimeter f1.2. So there you go. Another lens coming from Viltrox. Any camera company's watching, I'm just going to say this, read my lips. Any camera company that is going to get proprietary and not allow third parties, assuming they go through a process where they have a quality control process, but if you don't allow third parties to make lenses and you're going to be all stingy with your own proprietary lens mount and your own proprietary lenses, I'll tell you this, I'm not going to buy into your system. I love that Fujifilm is okay with Viltrox and the rest of them, making lenses because, if you can't afford, say, the 13 millimeter whatever, you can get the 13 millimeter Viltrox, it's a cheaper alternative. So, or the 50 millimeter, it's definitely a good thing for everyone. Okay. Yeah. Natalie, what do you all think about that? Do you think that there's too many primes? I do. I do think we need more zooms for sure. Yeah, because of that versatility thing that I said. Remember earlier when I said that? So yeah, we need more zooms for sure. At least I'd like more zooms. Okay. Who else here? Hello, David Beavers. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, here we go. Neil, that is just awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I got to get on to making the whole, photo book thing. I got to get on that. That's all I'm going to say. Maybe I'll start a whole series on that from, the complete person who has not yet done one really to, yeah, this is what you need to do. Maybe that would be helpful. If anybody knows a good photo book vendor, let me know, that'd be really cool. Okay. So we are down to the last little bit. Let's do a channel update. The next live stream is going to be not next Friday, but the week after. Get a calendar open. Hold on one second. Computer's running so many apps. I'm surprised it's even running. Okay. The 28th. So that'll be the next one on the 28th, Friday the 28th. Same time, same bat location, same bat channel, everything right here. Any last bit questions before I go? Anything at all? Hello, Phil. Hello. Good to see you. You made it. You made it. Awesome. Great. I love this. I'm seeing everybody wanting to do that. Yeah, look at that. A lot of people are wanting to do photo book vendors. Let's see. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Great. So I want everyone to have a great weekend. Oh, I want to make sure I didn't miss any of the, what are they called? Super chats. Okay. No, thank you, David, again. And Mr. Jarble, of course. Tom Klein. Good to see you. And Drone Tech. And Scrutable Owl. Okay. Great. Okay, everyone. My voice is a little hoarse. I'm going to need something to cool it off. I've got a very important thing to do right now. So yeah, I'm gonna get going. If you like the stream, be sure to give it the, is it working? The like and subscribe. Awesome. Okay. And still can't figure a way to turn that thing off. There it is. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. And I will see you real soon. And thank you so much for being here today and supporting the channel. Take care.